Greetings and welcome to Talk to Me America. It is 7 o'clock Central Time, 5 o'clock Avocado Time. Time for the Talk to Me America show. Brought to you by Here's What I Heard. I'm Laura the Goddess, your hostess. Thank you for clicking on my little acre of the internet today. I hope everybody's been doing well this past week. I've been busy. Actually, I like it. I'm tired, but it's a good tired. It's the kind of tired I felt a couple of years ago before all of this crap happened. Still some things we having to go through in the meantime, but what part of life has ever been easy? So, this week, what can I tell you? This has been another hell of a week when it comes right down to politics and culture and all of that. Of course, we'll talk about some of that. I'm hoping you guys will call me tonight. This is a call-in talk show. As I always say, the world wants to know what you have to say. So call me and tell them like it is. Also, all salty berserkers are always welcome, of course. Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Salty Cracker. We appreciate what you do for us. Hopefully, I will never ever become anything like them, but I've got my own style. I got my own. But most of the time, I agree with the good old Salty. He's amusing, if nothing else. But I do agree with him on some things. Most things, actually. And a lot of times, he actually educates me on something I've never heard of before in some cases, too. So there's always that. That's always a good thing. So he's a born teacher, I guess. ADD and all. Anyway, here it is, 1 year later. I guess we can talk about all of the phantasmagorical things that have happened to us over this last year, especially with regard to our leadership, if you want to call it that. I saw a video today. I've been working for the last 2 days so that I can get everything done before tomorrow. As you know, I have IRL junk to do on the weekends, and my regular videos are on Saturdays. So I got to get that uploaded and scheduled before I do my IRL stuff, because it's, I can't do both. I wish I could. Maybe I could clone myself. Nah. The earth couldn't handle two of me, I don't think. Anyways, again, we can call me and talk to me about what, like I say, what phantasmagorical things that you've been noticing about this administration this year so far. It's a year in. He seems to think that he's surpassed. Of course, he didn't tell us what he surpassed, so I'm going to add what he surpassed, in my opinion. He surpassed sucking. Is there anything worse than sucking? Being bad, terrible, that stuff. I don't know. You tell me. That's what this show is all about. Let's see. Slow night tonight. Where's everybody? I must be competing against Trump or something. Hey, Rougarou! Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Yes, live long and prosper. For sure, for sure. Of course, actually, you brought me to a perfect segue. One of the things I wanted to talk about tonight, of course, Joe Biden is one of them. Not really. We all know the deal with him pretty much. And of course, a lot of people say, oh, how come he lies to us so much about that or anything? Well, this is all commercials. It's all selling stuff. Would you buy it if they told you on TV, hey man, this sucks, but you should buy it anyway? This doesn't work, but you should buy it anyway. How about all those wonderful people that always say things like, well, I got this thing off the television and it was junk. It was terrible. It didn't work. I was like, and they would say, but it worked on television. It's like, well, would you have bought it if it didn't? One thing you can always tell when they're bullshitting you on these commercials is if they give you a demonstration that's an actual illustration. In other words, if they show you a cartoon about what's happening with whatever it is. And I've seen this with the drug advertisements. I've seen this with the epilators. I've seen this with the curlers and the lipsticks and if they show you a cartoon for the actual demonstration of whatever this product is, you can guarantee that when you get it in your hands, it's gonna be crap. Okay? Just a, I guess, a word to the wise from someone who has experienced life a little bit and has done this kind of thing. It's playing on the other tab still. Everyone else should be coming from advocates in a minute. Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate all y'all guys sending everyone over here. I can't thank you guys enough. And of course, I couldn't do this without you guys. I wouldn't want to do this without you guys. My voice would be going into outer space and nobody would call me. So it would be kind of a bummer. Let's see. Oh, YouTube. Oh, I've got more viewers on YouTube right now. Let's see. Anthony, I'm here watching and listening from the UK. Welcome. Actually, congratulations. You guys get to strip the diapers off your faces finally. You guys need to hold him to that, though. I heard that it comes up in a couple of weeks. And that gives them just plenty enough time to come up with some little thing that they, oh, by the way, or here comes the next thing that's even more deadly when it isn't. So, yeah, don't let them get away with taking that back away from y'all over there if you can help it. So many things and so many issues, don't know where to start. Tell me about it. Well, that's what I meant about a year later, and here we are. The billionaires have made... what is it? Over $5 trillion more over the last 2 years, and the rest of us are, well, robbing trains. Stuff like that. Hurting each other for their sake, for what they want us to do. And of course, I've come to a conclusion myself. I had a little epiphany myself today, when I started seeing a couple of things that just really, it just hit me. I absolutely refuse and will not come to any agreements, any equality, anything like that with people who just want me dead. And then turn around and tell me how incompassionate I am for not getting this. You know what? Howard Stern. Well, here's another one. Once again, I'm going to use my analogy with the no publicity is bad publicity and no publicity is bad publicity. Here's an old hack, Mr. Fartman, who actually lost a lot of his audience after that stupid fiasco of his. Nobody wanted to see your flat ass. And to be honest with you, it was one of those things where you need brain breach. I swear this is just soda water. Brain bleach. Like I say, I can't unsee it. And every time he talks, that's all I see is his ass. He has made an ass of himself ever since, in my opinion. But you know what? In my opinion, he's made an enemy. When you got somebody that's coming around and telling you that you need to die because you don't agree with what they want you to do, that's an enemy. Because they just as soon kill you as look at you. And I'm not going to stand there and just let them. Here's another example. This is supposedly some kind of a healthcare person. But his main tagline on his Twitter is healthcare and education are a right. And he comes back and says if an unvaxxed person is taking up a needed hospital bed that can't be turned over until they either recover or die, I'm praying they die quickly before a more deserving responsible person dies because of their ignorance. The unvaxxed bring it upon themselves and deserve no pity. When did anybody else become in charge of who dies and who lives besides the Almighty? Put it this way, if you're a doctor or a nurse and you feel this way, you need to get the fuck out of that business. And if anybody like that ever takes care of me, I'm gonna scream bloody murder. I'll be that Karen. I will be that Karen, because I will not trust that person anymore. I won't trust the hospital. Oh, let's see what we got going up here today. Salisa. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm so sorry. I used to be a normie. What can I tell you? I don't know nothing. I'm, a famous nobody here. All right. I speak my piece, and I try to let anybody else speak their piece too. I may not agree with it, but I'm one of those old school independents, if you will. I may not agree with you, but I will fight to the death to make sure that you get to say it, as long as you're not hurting anyone else or wishing death on people. Now, you have every right to say that, but you know what? I have every right to tell you to go fuck yourself. And so does the rest of the United States. If anybody needs to be taken off the air, it's this asshole. Not for the fact that he said this, just for the fact that he sucks. He sucked ever since Ass Man. Woo, ranting today. Woohoo, that feels good. Let's see. Welcome. Actually, that's a new face. Red Dawn Radio. What's up? What's up? Hopefully you guys will get us some calls in. Yes, I pronounced it perfectly. Thank you. Let's see if I can do it again. Salisa. That's very neat. Sorry, Hal. Yeah, I'm actually thinking seriously. I'm seriously thinking about looking for another cardiologist before my next appointment. Because the guy that I have right now is the same name as that doctor that they keep putting on CNN, the Dr. Wen, that keeps telling people that unvaccinated people need to be made inconvenienced or this kind of thing. Again, another enemy. They have no right to do this. Well, I don't trust doctors or dentists or anything like that. I think that's probably one of the reasons why I had a heart attack and just ended up in the hospital. Not that I ignored my health. I'm actually a fairly healthy person. I eat lots of vegetables. I exercise regularly as much as I can. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Let's see. Did you manage to see the light show at the White House, D.C.? I have seen many of these mysterious lights before from Europe. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, I think, I watch so many people throughout the week, I forget who it is that, I'm having trouble. I forget who it is that I hear some of these things from. Yeah, I don't know where it came from, but I actually remember seeing something about an SUV in the